This Bitcoin support level really needs to hold, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys, wherever you are on this beautiful world. Whenever you're watching this video, welcome to the Bitcoin family channel. For the newcomers, my name is Didi. In today's video, guys, I have 3 epic news items. I have a shitload of beautiful charts and, of course, an inspirational quote to go into the weekend with a beautiful feeling, guys. Let's jump now into the news items first. Bam! The leader of the biggest UK political party just urged the UK central bank to start adopt the Bitcoin standard. This is one of the leading contestants for the new prime minister role, and he is stating, guys, if we want to play this game with the UK, the central banks really need to start adopting to the Bitcoin standard, because Bitcoin is the future. And if we miss this boat, then the UK could be over, guys. Very interesting statement by this very important UK politician that is in the run to become a prime minister, guys. He is now stating, yes, we should also jump on that Bitcoin rocket to the moon. Now, second news item. The second news item is about a company in South Korea. It's called NOSTR. It's the biggest internet company of South Korea, and they now start to accept Bitcoin payments as well. Asia is taking over, guys. Like all of Asia, Bitcoin you can be used in any kind of way. Like South Korea, your internet. Thailand, they say to you, hey, if you use Thai exchanges, 0% interest the next 5 years on all your Bitcoin capital. Many possibilities in Asia when it comes to crypto, but also South Korea now, the biggest internet company, NOSTR, accepting Bitcoin payments. Now, let's jump into the third news item. Football star Alex Crocknell, who played for, I think, Birmingham in the UK, just said, guys, I've been paid my salary in Bitcoin since 2022. I've been receiving my salary in Bitcoin since 2022, guys. In that period that I received my salary in Bitcoin, my salary has timed X. So he earned 5 times as much as that the club paid him to play football, because he was accepting Bitcoin as a salary. Yes, he held that salary. Of course, he spent a little bit, but all that earnings that he had in Bitcoin went times 5 since 2022. That is a very smart football player. So he understood that he needed to have a salary in Bitcoin, and by that increase his purchasing power in those 3 years time, 2022 to 2025. X5, guys. I think it becomes time that all of you go to your boss and tell him, you need to start paying my salary in Bitcoin. I don't want fiat shitcoins anymore. I don't want filthy euros. I don't want filthy dollars. I don't even want UK pounds. I don't want Deutsche Mark, Spanish pesetas, Mexican pesos. I don't want all of that. I want Bitcoin as my salary, because that is protecting my capital against inflation, and that is increasing my purchasing power. I want to save all of my capital in Bitcoin. So pay me my salary in Bitcoin now. That's what we call the real BTC effect. Congratulations to that player, guys, and also to you if you are now demanding to your boss your payment in Bitcoin. Now, let's jump now into the charts to show you what is happening to Bitcoin today and what I expect for this weekend. And be prepared, because I believe it's going to be volatile as fuck. It is 109K at the moment, but let's see what this weekend can do for us, guys. And then we will slowly go into October. So exciting times ahead, because October is also referred to as Uptober, because every October in the bull market had a massive move upwards. Are we gonna see the same? Let's jump into the charts. Bam! And there we are, guys, on the first chart. That first chart, ooh, the 4-hour chart. Pain, pain, pain. Dumping from 117 all the way to 109,000 US dollars, the top of that red area. The red area coming from the left, that support area there, that's where we find support. You know, the weakest point would be 108. If we lose that, and believe me, 104 is like, we need to stay preferably above this bottom 107K. So 109 is still okay to me. It doesn't look really promising bullishes at the moment. But on the other hand, look, if you look in the bigger picture, it also on the 4-hour looks like a shoulder, a head, a shoulder. Maybe, you know, it is a reversal pattern for moving upwards again. But again, then we will find resistance at 112, 115 before we reach 120. But it's almost October. I almost want to say Uptober, because we refer to October as October. So let's see. This is maybe a normal pullback, but I will show you this on a different chart later as well. The Beautiful part is that we are finding support on this yellow line over there, yellow line. And the yellow line, guys, to give you an indication, that is the 21 EMA. So that 21 EMA is a very important one at the moment. We are keeping support. We kept support during that previous dump over there on the 21 EMA. Then we had here, we fell through it all the way here to the bottom of the EMA ribbon. Then again, that yellow-orange area proved to be very important as a resistance, as a support later. So this line is a very important line. It's also at that beautiful green line, which is also a support level. If you look to the left, you can see that we topped out at that green line a few times, you see there, and now we are finding support. This should be support, 21 EMA. If there's a support, guys, we can move up over again towards that level over there of 190 to 120K before we break out in October. Now, do I have other charts? Yes, I have other charts. This one is one that I always share with you because I can see what is happening again, you know. You can see, okay, we scooped up all this liquidity. We scooped even up this liquidity. Where is the new liquidity to scoop up? That's around this level, 117,000 US dollar to 120,000 US dollar. That's where the next liquidity is. This is all the shorts, all the people going short. If the price goes to this level, they will be liquidated. So people going short, people betting Bitcoin to go 104,000 or 108,000, if the price reverses to 170 to 120, they will be liquidated. That is a very important thing for you to understand, guys. Now, then, if you look to September in the previous year, I found this one on Merlijn the Trader. I think he's a Dutch guy. Merlijn is a Dutch guy. Yeah, Merlijn is a real Dutch name. Merlijn the Trader, I found this on his Twitter. Give him a follow, of course. Look, last year, rate cut in September 2024, we had a 7% dump at that rate cut. From that 7% dump, we had a massive pump from 50K to 100 and let's say 7K. Huge run after the rate cut dump. Rate cut September 2025, we just heard it, rate cut dump. At the moment 5%. Can it go 2% more? Yes, to 109, 108, 107K. After that, are we going to see the same? Bam, massive move. If that massive move is going to appear, look to which level? 160,000 US dollar. Exactly my target. October will show us the difference. Yes, continuation of the bull market, or no, it is over. But then all the indicators will start flashing, guys, and I will tell you honestly then, this is over. Now, one more chart, that is this one, to show you that the timing is not really that different. Of course, there is a little bit difference in timing here and there, but let me put my fist on the red press over there. The timing is not completely off, guys. The timing is not, like, check. From over here, the 3rd of December, it took 9 bars, 371 days until the top was in 2012, all the way till the top of 2014. Now, then again, that blue line from the bear market went into that green area. You can see from red to green. That's where that yellow line is. At that moment, it was 12 September 2016. It took 11 bars, 448 days to the bull market top in 2017. Now, then the global risk index again went down below, creating a red area in the bear market. Here again, it crossed into the green area, the blue line, giving me that line on the 14th of September 2020. From that moment, it took 9 bars, 264 days to the bull market top, the ultimate bull market top. So 9 bars, 11 bars, 9 bars. Okay? Now, here again, it went red. This red area looks way bigger, probably because we created an all-time high a little bit earlier than the halving and everything, so the charts looks a little bit different. But the moment that one goes into a green area again, creating this green area, which is happening now, it is again September. 15th of September. Here it was the 14th of September. Here it was the 12th of September. Now it's the 15th of September. If we go and create a green area and the blue line will curl up a little bit more, it will take another 9 or 11 days until the bull market top. That's what this chart is stating. And the strange thing now is that that would mean that if we go another 9 bars, 364 days, that the bull market top will be in 2026. If we go another 11 bars, 400 days, also meaning the bull market will be somewhere in 2026. My target is still the end of 2025. So for me, nothing is different until it's proven that it is different. I still believe for a 3-month up period now, October, November, December, creating that bull market top. So that would be the first time in history that the global risk index is not in line anymore with the previous times. If we do exactly the same, then I need to agree that people were right that it can take all the way into 2026. But let's see what October is going to bring us, because October has always been the ignition month for the last period of the 3 previous cycles. In 12, in 15, 16, and 17, in 21, every time October was the October month that bam, threw us into a very bullish period, guys. Now then there's one more chart, that is this one, very important chart, because this one is the psychology of a market cycle, the Wall Street cheat sheet they call it, and this one you can see normally where we are in a cycle a little bit, and what we believe now that December over here is going to be trill all the way till January, maybe euphoria top in January. I'm still probably a top this year in October, November-ish, December-ish, this period. This person thinks different. This person is saying, no, Didi, the thrill phase will be in December. January will euphoria, that is a bull market top, towards the beginning of January, so the end of December. February, we think, it needs to cool off, we will get the next rally, and then we will get anxiety, denial in April, panic again, in May, anger again, depression, bear market bottom 12 months later, guys. So this is the cycle that counts on short-term and also on long-term charts. We always start with disbelief that turns into hope, that turns into optimism, belief, thrill, euphoria, complacency, anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, anger, depression, and we go to disbelief again. This is a psychology of a market cycle. If you start to understand your psychology of the market cycle, your feelings when the market moves, then you also start to understand in a bigger picture where we are at the moment in that cycle, guys. That were the charts for today. Let's jump into the next part. Bam! Use my special link down below here to sign up to Bybit and claim your amazing bonus up to $30,000 US. You will receive $30 for just signing up. Use my link down below and click it now. I hope you really enjoyed those charts. Yes, I chose to focus a little bit more of the long term than the short term, because the short term, guys, we know what is happening. We know that these liquidation levels are very important, that we hunt for those liquidation levels, that we hunt for the support and the resistance levels. We know this is part of the trading game. That's why we call it trading. That's how we multiply our Bitcoins, because we have a profession of trading and we understand how the market moves. If you don't understand how the market moves or how to play that market, then join us at DidiBamBam.me. That is where we educate people. It's the most powerful education platform out there that's backed by me, DidiBamBam.me. If you go there, you get access in the future, like it will take another week or two, to an app that all the VIPs already have access to, and that app will help you with courses, with trading, with signals, with everything else that we have been building in the last 6 months while the market went sideways, guys. So there, more education. Long term, I still have the same vision. Long term, let's call it midterm. Midterm, but not midterm, I still have the same vision. Midterm, in the next 3 months, I feel we will have euphoria. We will touch that 140 to 160K level, where that will be a peak, like a blow off top, and then we will fall back into a bear market. Maybe a 50% crash, maybe a 60% crash, maybe just a 40% crash. There will be a crash after a blow off top, guys. After that, guys, we will start to scoop up those Bitcoins like this during that bear market bottom. We will pick them up cheap again, and we will ride that next 3 years again all the way into 2029 for the next bull market top. That's how we play the long-term game. If you ask me the price target long term, like 4 years, 8 years, $1 million per Bitcoin, in my opinion, easy. So buying around 100K knowing in the next 8 years we will go to 1 million, that's a 10x in 8 years. That's a pretty damn fine result if it comes to investing, if you ask me, guys. So long term, zoom out, look at that bigger picture. We will conquer the world as Bitcoiners, guys. Now let's jump into the last part of the video, the inspirational quote. So give you a beautiful weekend. Bam. The inspirational quote for today, guys: a life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but also more useful than a life done nothing. If you keep doing nothing, if you keep not improving, if you just keep stuck to that game that you have been playing the last decades of your life and it didn't make you happy, if you keep running that hamster wheel, that life won't mean anything at the end to you, but also not to the next generation. If you start to take some risks in life, if you start to say yes to all those adventures that appear, if you start to say yes to all the possibilities, opportunities, and say no against the fear of failing, of making mistakes, that is exactly the moment when life will change into the positive part for you. Because it's very simple. Even the pilot of that airplane that you hear now understands that he is in full control. He is in full control of that airplane. He determines where that airplane will go. You are in full control of your life, just like that pilot. You determine exactly where you steer yourself into life. And the moment you say yes to fear and no to no, I won't, because I could make mistakes, I could fail, that is the moment you get stuck. You will get stuck. You will become old and got stuck in the mud. You'll be standing like this in the next 50 years in the mud, like sinking, slowly coming in the mud all the way here, and then you die, because then you can't breathe anymore. If you say yes to the adventure, to opportunities, possibilities, and you agree with, yeah, I can make mistakes, yeah, I can make some wrong decisions, but I can also make some right decisions, and after I make a wrong decision, I can always make another decision. If you start to say yes to that and embrace life, really grab life by the balls, the bull by the horns, like I say it always, if you start to do that, life just becomes a little bit more bright. And from that moment on, you will feel more happiness. And from that moment on, you will even spread more happiness, and all the people around you become more happy, and they will feel the same happiness, and together we will be one big happy family. Don't get stuck, guys. Don't get stuck. That is the inspirational quote for today. A life with mistakes is more honorable than a life done nothing. That's my quote, guys. I hope you will have an amazing weekend. I wish you an amazing weekend. I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, give the video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family. Subscribe to the channel. Ding, hit that notification bell and leave a comment. What do you think about the news? What do you think about the charts? What do you think about that life-changing quote? Are you getting stuck, or are you moving forward? Are you losing fear? Grab life by the balls. If you're a woman watching this video, you know what I mean. Not your husband's balls, just life by the balls. Thank you for watching. I wish you an amazing weekend. See you tomorrow, maybe with a live this weekend. I don't know yet. I think I will do a live AMA a Saturday or Sunday, just one of those days. I will let you know on Twitter, so follow me on Twitter as well. Thank you, and see you next time. Bam.